Is that you, Miss Yunli? If there's anything that I can help you with, please let me know. The Cloud Knights are all in position, following General Hua Yan's orders.
Very good. Although, there is one thing I want to confirm with you.
All Cloud Knights on the Sky Splitter have their own responsibilities and wouldn't dare neglect their posts.
March 7th and I could already tell. It's clear that every Cloud Knight soldier we've met on the Sky Splitter is an elite warrior.
Unfortunately, we don't have any means to distinguish between Borisin and Foxians. However, you can rest assured that the Cloud Knights are working hard to investigate the source of the forged identities. Your timing is perfect, Miss Yunli. We actually just received an emergency boarding request.
An emergency boarding request?
It wasn't on the Sky Splitter Starskiff registry, but all the documentation checked out.
Who would be boarding the ship at this time? Where are they? I'll go check it out.
The Starskiff is using the contestant docking bay. Would you like me to lead the way?
No need. You have your own duties to take care of. I will be fine by myself. I have to check on this immediately. Routine inspection! All passengers, please prepare for an inspection! So this is the suspicious Starskiff. Where did the passengers go? I'm going to count down from 10. If you do not come out, I will destroy the ship. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Time is running out. 3, 2, 1!
Wait a second! It's me! It's just a routine inspection. You weren't actually going to blow up the ship, were you? Is that also some kind of Zhu custom?
Didn't little Yanqing claim he was going to give up being the ringmaster and go on the hunt instead? Help shoulder the general's burdens?
The Borisin on the ground suddenly launched an attack. General Fei Xiao was concerned that this was all a diversion by Hulei, so I requested to come to the Sky Splitter and provide support.
I can't believe you ended up back here on the Sky Splitter after running around all over the place. But you're too late to enter the tournament now. Following Grandpa's plan, our disciple March is taking your place as ringmaster. Aren't you proud of her?
When I first heard the news, I was definitely proud, but also a little concerned.
More manpower is always a good thing, since the Sky Splitter is so large. Oh, and by the way, you should know that...
What's happening?
Does it feel like the Sky Splitter has slowed down? Could it be? Come with me. We need to check the engine room. It's the heart of the ship, so we need to prioritize its safety.
The war dance is about to begin. Contestants, please make your way to the arena.
The engine room is just up ahead. Let's go. What do we have here? Strange. Why is there no one here?
Cloud Knights. They're over here.
And you should be lying alongside them. Don't worry, children. There's plenty of space to hide your bodies over here.
Even though I truly hoped that the war dance would go ahead uninterrupted, and that I was worrying for no reason.
Now that these guys have finally shown up, it's a huge weight off my mind. Bring it on, you abominations! Yes, you! Right on time.
Savor it for me.
Yes, you! Right on time.
Your end approaches.
If we found 2 wolves in the engine room, that means that even more abominations have infiltrated other areas. Hule is already aboard the Sky Splitter!
There's no time to talk about this. The war dance has already started. If my guess is correct, the Borisin will most likely use the ceremony to begin their slaughter. Let's go. We need to get to the war dance ring. Come with me. To the ring. Yes, you! Yes, you! Yes, you!
Fight is set.
World Cleansing Dragon.
Your end approaches. Savor it for me. This sword needs sharpening.
This way. We're not too late.
Trifling. The fight is set. Well timed. Is there a chance? Trifling.
World Cleansing Dragon. Rise! The consequences are mine to bear.
We would like to welcome all of our honored guests and contestants to the We would like to welcome all of our honored guests and contestants to the Xianzhou Luofu's Luminary War Dance Ceremony. Before we get get the first round underway, our organizing committee would like to introduce you all to a host known throughout the cosmos, Mr. Albert. He is here today as our special guest host. Let us invite our special guest host, Mr. Albert, to the stage to formally open the war dance.
Your war dance ends here. From this moment on, the Sky Splitter belongs to me. And for you, dear spectators, I have prepared a true fight to the death. Now, run for your lives!
My apologies. The spectators that you were expecting aren't here. Everyone here actually came to see you. Cloud Knights, prepare for battle!
I see you ready for me. That's fine too. Since you have all prepared for your deaths, come, give me all you've got. Entertain me.
Surround your enemy, but leave one side open. This is your strategy for ensuring that the war dance will be able to be held as usual?
Precisely. When Hule escaped, we should have cancelled the war dance immediately. No one can predict where a wild beast like him will attack. Yet festivals and celebrations like this are likely to become targets. However, preparations for the war dance were in the works for so long, I couldn't bear to announce its cancellation. So I thought, if the show must go on, then let it go on. But that doesn't mean that the war dance we hold today has to be the real event. All we need to do is swap all the spectators and contestants aboard the ship with Cloud Knight soldiers, and the Sky Splitter, soaring high above, will become the ultimate battleground for our hunt.
But what do we do if Hule is not planning to attack the war dance?
Then we just need to draw his attention to the Sky Splitter. We'll have the Skyfaring Commission clear all transport lanes and cut down Starskiff traffic. Then, when the time comes, there will be only one ship in the sky, and he will have no reason not to attack. General Fei Shao will be in charge of scaring the wolves and cutting off their other means of escape, making him think that this will be his best way out. Given that the Borisin already have insiders on the Law Fu, I will be in charge of putting pressure on them, making them focus solely on keeping themselves safe.
Very good. Then I'd better dust off my weary bones, too. I will go with the Skyfaring Commission to guard the Jade Gate and ensure that things do not spiral out of control.
Knowing that Elder Huayan is part of our last line of defense is a great comfort. This hunt will make Hule understand that the arrows of the hunt will always be one step ahead of the abominations.
That jolt just now. What's going on? It feels like the entire ship has started to slow down. Borisin must have actually infiltrated the Sky Splitter. Based on General Huayan's orders, it's time for me to take action. You guys, you're not Cloud Knights acting as Borisin, are you? You're real Borisin, aren't you? Oh, looks like the General's arrangements are finally coming in handy. I need to find Yunli and the others as soon as possible.
The fight is set. World-cleansing dragon.
The plan said that if Hule appears, the Cloud Knights will assemble and do everything they can to suppress him. Master Yunli, where are you?
March, I'm below the ring.
Nice job!
Inevitable. Your end approaches.
Conflict is meaningless.
Failed to send you.
Hall below the ring. I remember it being this way. there?
I was concerned about the safety of the Sky Splitter, and my dear disciple, of course.
Yanqing, the wolf you are hunting is standing above us in the war dance ring at this very moment, facing the Cloud Knights. This war dance will not be seen by the people of the Xianzhou, nor will it be just a ceremonial sword fight. This is a battle to the death that offers no honor, only mortal danger. March. Are you ready?
If my masters are going to battle, how could they go without their disciple?
Yunli, Miss March, may your blades be sharp, and your victories glorious.
May your blades be sharp, and your victories glorious.
May your blades... Ah, forget it. Let's go and make this a quick victory.
Let's go.
So feeble. Such weakness is truly pathetic.
I've been waiting a long time for this, Hulei.
I see Fei Shao has sent some young cubs to the slaughter.
Someone else take this one. Remember this. My name is March 7th. Ringmaster of the Lost...
This may be unreachable for me.
Does the Xianzhou not have any worthy warriors?
I wouldn't let my guard down if I were you. It's about time this old wolf tasted defeat at the hands of a young cub.
Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, eating less carbs. Watch this!
Your end approaches. Make good the loss. Fail to send you. Heaven Surge. Celestial Dragon. Break! Awaken dormant scales. Delve Hidden Moon. World Cleansing Dragon.
Sweet with your fight, dear cubs. You thought I would run? A wolf's path only goes forward. Right is never an option. You think a little ambush is enough to defeat me? I will understand just how long.
Time for the Master Stroke. Radiant Spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
Such insane power! Need a shot.
Fine. You can be a little opening act for me until Fei Shao finally arrives.
Fail to send you. That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it in my place.
Why is Fei Shao still not here? I'm bored of these cops. This goes on. They'll You're right, not that. But you did much more than that. Your lethal weapons are the blade of grass. Unbreakable bond. I've had enough. Time to finish this game. What's happening? Secrets are a weapon that a hunter cannot live without. Those that have no secrets are no more than prey, cut open and waiting for death.
What you're saying is, in your eyes, I am no more than prey that has exhausted all of its secrets and is simply awaiting its death.
Do you think you have some other escape route? Jiao Cho, I have already peeled back your disguises and defenses, layer by layer. I know all the secrets that you and your general have buried so deep.
But you have told me all of your secrets too, Warhead.
Oh, but you will never have a chance to use them. You will be buried with them right here, although you are a fortunate one. After all, you will avoid having to see the tragic future that awaits your general. I'm sure she understands her fate far better than you ever will. One day on the battlefield, she will be overpowered by her ever-intensifying moon rage, and finally be torn apart by her fury and transformation. Not even your god can save her from this fate, although they can lead her to liberation. And the only way to save her is here, in my hands.
Are you the healer? Or am I? Are you really that certain of your own judgment?
I must leave, Foxian. But before I go, you know what I must do, don't you?
Drink blood wine. I hear it is a Borisin custom to kill prisoners and drink their blood before battle to stir up their madness.
You really did put hard work into researching us. It is a shame that this is where your journey ends.
Are you the healer, Jiao Cho?
Is there anything that I can do for you?
I heard that you saved me.
There's no need to thank me.
If you're a healer, can you cure my moon rage?
And what if I can? Do I just sit back and watch as you head back out to die in battle? Listen to me, child. Your condition is not suited for the battlefield.
Okay, then can you cure war?
What are you talking about? I'm just a healer.
All I can do is...
So all you can do is heal us and let us go cure war.
Such arrogance, young lady. This war has been waged for thousands of years, and it will only continue. What do you mean by cure war? All you will achieve is getting yourself killed.
You healers work yourselves to the bone to save people, even though there will always be sickness and death. So we will also keep fighting. I cannot speak for the dead, but I know that General Yueyu, as well as all the warriors that never returned from battle, will not have died in vain. They fought so that others could make it home alive. Your actions are no different.
Jiaoqiu, this is an order. Cure me!
Those who have no secrets are no more than prey, cut open and waiting for death. Enjoy the taste of my fresh blood, Hulei. Unfortunately, I am not a man without secrets. I still have one little secret hidden up my sleeve. Tumble dust. I drank it a while ago, and the poison is already flowing through my veins. Sooner or later, you will begin to feel the effects. If the most lethal poison known to this world is able to save innocent lives, then it can also be called a great medicine. I will do my best to cure you. Feixiao, I kept my promise at the cost of this insignificant life. Bring victory to the Yaoqing.
So, you want to play dirty? Here, it's colder.
My sword is even colder!
Hulei's movements are slowing down?
This is our chance.
It's time for us to put this dog down! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, eating less carbs. Watch this! Better not underestimate me!
Your end approaches. Fail to send you.
Jiaoqiu, you. A little poison like this. You think this is enough to turn the tide of battle?
Awaken, dormant scales. Delve, hidden moon. World-cleansing dragon. Trifling.
I may be slowing down.
Savor it in my place.
Master, have some tea.
Make good the law.
You may be hard to kill, but that does not mean you cannot be overpowered. Hule, take a good look. The power of the
Impossible! How could a mere whelp defeat me?
The hunt is finally over. Thank you for holding out so long. The Cloud Knights are withdrawing as we speak. Lieutenant Yanqing, how are you holding up?
I've never been better. I could take on 10 more Hules.
Take it easy, young one. Your wounds look quite severe. I'll have the Alchemy Commission healers see to you when they arrive. Who would have imagined that I would arrive late to the battlefield for the first time in my life? No. Perhaps you young one's blades were just too fast for me. I originally thought, in the best-case scenario, you would team up and hold this beast back while protecting yourselves. However, you joined forces and defeated Hule. The youth are truly to be feared and respected. Come, we need to lock up Hule once again before anything unexpected happens.
I was so scared. I thought you were a goner there. We're so lucky the General made it in time.
Yanqing, that was amazing. The final blow you dealt to Hule. How have I never seen that before?
Do you want to learn it? I can teach you. But, I'll need some time to heal up first.
I hate to say it, but if you can teach me that move, I'll maybe admit that you're just a tiny little bit stronger than me.
Such an unforgettable blade. So similar to the one wielded by that woman who defeated me all those years ago. Over 700 years have passed, and I thought I would have a way to overcome it by now. But in the end, my fangs and claws were too slow. You won, child.
Stop struggling, Hule. There's plenty of time for you to be tortured by your regrets when you go back to the Shackling prison.
Yes, I was defeated, but this was not unexpected. And regardless, you still showed your face, Fei Xiao. Yes, I was defeated, but this was... Yes, I was...
This is your last warning. Stay away from my companions.
Bygones are bygones. But sometimes I wish things had turned out differently.
I have looked forward to this for so long. Our little hunting game has finally reached its climax. I told you before, I had a path prepared for you. You've doomed yourselves. As I meet my demise, so shall the entire Xianzhou. The crimson wound in my chest will make this place shine with blood. I will drive all Foxians to madness in their fear, craving slaughter without end. What now? They shall.
This is the heart of the Borisin Warhead, a product of the Plague Mark. I'll leave the next part to you.
I don't understand.
We cannot allow this thing to spread. I will do all within my power to consume this Crimson Moon. Once the situation changes, Lieutenant Yanqing, you are to enforce the Cloud Knight's military rules. Understood.
General!
Die, Borisin!
What? We clearly don't have wolf ears.
I will not allow any of you to leave the Sky Splitter!
Does she think we're her enemies?
Hulei just wanted to take down the General, even at the cost of his own life. Snap out of it, General!
I sense a storm.
There's no time to lose.
Here, there's thunder!
You are not worth
Haven't eaten yet. All of you stand still. Draw.
When I thought we'd get a minute to catch our breath. What do we do? Do we fight or run?
For all this, you still think running is an option?
That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it in my place.
I wish not to use the strength.
Time for the master stroke. Radiant Spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
You cannot hide, prey! I will devour you!
Waiting in line for a bullet? There's no reasoning with you bunch anymore. There are only two kinds of people in the world. Those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
You are not worthy.
Let's do it. Fair and square. Fire!
I will dispatch you by my sword.
You are not...
Throw.
I sense a storm.
Rip body out.
Pain for the heart.
Veil. Descend you.
Awaken dormant scales. Delve hidden moon. World cleansing dragon.
Haven't yet.
Follow my charge.
You are not worthy.
All of you stand still. Bring it on, Booker. Fire!
You are not
The blade's
worthy.
edge knows
There's no
mercy.
reasoning with you bunch anymore. There are only two kinds of people in the world. Those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
Metal gods. Trying to resist.
We can't let her get away! But do we stand any chance at all?
She said, I'll leave the next part to you. She put her faith in us!
Resist me!
I promise. I will cure you. Fei Shao.
No one can live forever, Jiao Zhou. This time, I must break my promise. Is this the Sky Splitter? Or somewhere else?
Lieutenant Yanqing, you are to enforce the Cloud Knight's military rules. Understood.
We can't let her get away! Snap out of it, General!
You always leave the hardest battles for yourself. Even now, you would never run away. Isn't it strange that as your enemy, I understand you even better than your own allies?
Lei.
This rage, I remember the taste. I know that it was in a victory that it thirsted for. But the hunt itself. Isn't that right, Fei Shao?
You shouldn't be here. I saw you die with my own eyes.
Just consider me a figment of your imagination. Before every hunt, I make preparations for defeat and retreat. But not this time. This time, defeat was exactly the ending I was racing towards. When I learned your story from Jiao Chu, I realized that he had always been hiding a secret, and that not even the healer himself understood the meaning of this secret. What an ironic fate, don't you think? All this time, waiting for this day to come. I never imagined that this was how it would turn out. But I accept it. Now, let us break through the ironclad defenses of the Auditor General's heart and see what secret she has hidden in those deepest, darkest corners. I'm sure that the people of the Xianzhou have shown these familiar scenes countless times. But they only showed you what they wanted you to see. They have you fight to save the weak. But what they never told you is that when all the pretenses of kindness and compassion are stripped away, this is how the universe is meant to be. When the Xianzhou is weak, they play the victim so they can win your sympathy. When they are strong, they make you their avenger and have you fight in the name of justice. I found it. This is your shadow of doubt.
Your so-called survival of the fittest is nothing but an excuse. You cannot weaken my resolve, Hu-Lei.
Blinded by the fury of your moon rage, you slaughtered your allies. Erland's Claw, you have betrayed the Alliance. Your actions are no different from those of the abominations we stand against.
At the end of the day, it is the blood of the abominations that runs through your veins. Become an enemy of the Alliance. Cloud Knights, formation.
You ran into the arms of your new master's army without hesitation. You thought that you had found freedom, respect, and recognition. But you were wrong. They know all too well that a wolf will always be a wolf. Now your greatest fear is about to come true. You have become an enemy of the Xianzhou. This is your fear.
Yuan, to instill terror within me. Yet all of this is nothing but a phantom!
You have returned, Lord Fei Shao. The Warhead has returned. It's time to return to the pack, Fei Shao. No matter how deep the hatred you bear for Borson, no matter how much we may consider each other enemies, I will still show you this path that you never imagined was available to you. Because you made a choice. You devoured the Crimson Moon. You are worthy to become the Borson's warhead.
What did you say?
The descendants of Duran who came to rescue me hoped with all their hearts that once I regained my freedom, I would be able to turn the tides of battle and change the fate of our people, allowing the Borson to return to their former glory. This was just a dream used by someone with ulterior motives to manipulate the Borson. They would rather place their hopes of survival on an imaginary savior than gain the courage and strength to fight to the death. Borson like that deserve no more than to be sent to their deaths. And I, a prisoner who was held captive for over 700 years, a criminal of war who was deprived even an honorable death in battle, would become a puppet upon my return, at the mercy of others. This is a fate that I will never accept. For those who are truly strong, Foxy and Borson are no more than labels. Someone who is truly strong chooses their own path. I will create that new path for myself. I will pass the right to decide the destiny of the Borson on to you, former Borson war slave and future Foxian ruler. Your hero, Jiao Chu, served you with such loyalty. He was even willing to die in order to cure your moon rage. I told him before that the only way to save you lay in my hands. If you just nod your head, you will awaken from this nightmare that the Crimson Moon has inflicted on you, and your body will be born anew. From that moment, you will no longer be trapped by your rage. Your doubt will be swept from your mind like dust, and your fear will naturally disappear.
So this was the path that you prepared for me. To become a new you.
That's right. We are so similar after all. We are both monsters that were born for war, and will die for war.
I'm sure my answer doesn't need much explanation. I refuse.
I told you before, Foxian and Borson are no more than labels. You can be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do.
understand, Hule. You have no idea what it is that I truly desire. When I was just a child, I stained my hands with blood for the first time, in order to escape the whips and shackles of the Wolf Masters.
Nurgle! Don't stop! Keep running! I can't run anymore. Sauron, are they catching up? They're still behind us. Don't stop! Nurgle! Look up! Look at that light in the sky! That's a shooting star. It's shining down on us. If we just tell it our wish, we can have our freedom. We will all be able to escape. We'll win our freedom and then share it with our Couleur brothers and sisters. So you have to run. Quickly! We can do it! We can escape!
We ran and ran with all the strength we had, but we ended up losing each other. I escaped the hunting pack and encountered a woman that could fly. A Cloud Knight.
I imagine you kept your promise.
Unfortunately, when I led her back in order to free my Couleur companions, there was nothing left there but a bottomless pit.
The light of the devilish archer. A star of calamity that strikes the ground and leaves only devastation in its wake.
In the years that followed, I followed the trail of that light alongside my Cloud Knight allies, and saw it fall countless more times. Gradually, I came to understand. That light was not some shooting star that carried wishes and aspirations. Each Lux arrow meant that countless lives in a helpless world were about to be obliterated. I prayed to the god of the Skyboat that I would never have to witness one of these shooting stars fall again. But they ignored my prayers.
That's right. They never answer us. They just let us loose in this room to massacre each other. That is why the fierce battle between us has raged to this day. If the gods who never bleed nor cry, who watch silently from above, refuse to listen to the prayers of mortals, then we have no choice but to fight for our own desires. Do you understand now, Sauron? You and I are similar in more ways than you think. You are a beast that was born for war and will die for war.
Perhaps. So, what is it that you yearn for, Hule? Why is it that you fight?
I fight so that I can turn the stars above into a great wilderness for the Borisin to roam. What about you, Sauron?
I fight so that one day I will never have to witness another shooting star falling to the ground. So that just one more person can live and return to the Yaoqing alongside me.
You would resist becoming the person you were supposed to be.
so similar. Both monsters that were born for war and will die for war. You were right when you said that, Hule. So, I shall pray to the heavens. Even if they do not respond to me, I pray that the arrows of the hunt will pierce the heart of every monster. Do you see me, shooting star? The knights are sworn to protect the Xianzhou. I will uphold this vow until my very last day.
Tears of blood, and all living creatures have howled and waited. I once commanded the storm and hunted the weak. Now, I will use your air beasts as my weapon, and your name as my prey. Fei Xiao!
Tear back your disguises and show you how cowardly and powerless you truly are, Hule!
A wolf lurks in the heart of every Borson and Foxian. The moment you grow weak, it will devour you.
That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it in my place.
That won't do.
Bring it on, Booker.
Fire! A blade's edge knows no mercy. The fight is set. Fail to send you.
I swear to be the arrowhead. Always soaring. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Make good the law.
Have your fangs and claws dulled?
All of you stand still, Dro.
Too slow.
I will dispatch you by my sword.
Go, Blazes, and your life will be fight to the death, and you shall live forever!
There are only two kinds of people in the world. Those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
Futile resistance!
Fail to send you.
Wants to devour. It will first have to beg for my mercy!
Waiting in line for a bullet? Let's do it. Fair and square. Fire! Here's your final reward.
Too slow. I swear to be the
for me. Savor it in my place.
Have your fangs and claws dulled. How
Awaken Moon Scales. Delve Hidden Moon. World Cleansing Dragon.
Tears of blood, and all living creatures have howled and lived. I once manned the storm and hunted the weak. Now, I will use your inner beast as my weapon, and your name as my prey. Fei Xiao!
Tear back your disguises and show you how cowardly and powerless you truly are, Hulei! A wolf lurks in the heart of every Borisin and Foxian. The moment you grow weak, it will devour you!
I will dispatch you. The strength.
That paradise may be unreachable from... Savor it for me.
Heaven surge. Rise!
I swear to be the arrow.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Fail to send you.
And your life will be stolen. Fight to the death, and you shall live forever!
Sense a storm.
There's no reasoning with you bunch anymore. Those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave. Let's duel.
Fail to send you.
Heed my commands! Your own storm!
That paradise may be unreachable. Savor it for me. Fail to send you.
And envelop the earth! Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
The strength.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! What? You disappear!
There's no reasoning with you, those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own
hunting game ends here. I see mighty light of the heavens, wolf in my heart. Come to me. We shall conquer as one. Always sword, forever triumphant.
My only enemy has always been myself.
General. General, you're awake.
I'd like to hear their explanations.
Welcome, Miss Lingsha. I am Preceptor Tauron.
Greetings, my honored preceptor. It's been a while since we last touched base. I've brought a friend with me today. I believe you're already familiar with each other.
Tauron. Elder Tauron? I remember when I was exiled, you were on the verge of passing on. What's with this new look?
All of this is thanks to your past life. Had you not been so rash, I wouldn't have had to walk such a dangerous road to free our clan, becoming this specter of my former self. Dan Heng, you've returned twice, but it seems that meeting us fossils wasn't on your agenda. Regrettable indeed. Now here you are to meet me anyway. Life does love its ironies, doesn't it?
I didn't come here with Miss Lingsha today to reminisce.
Indeed. When the Cauldron Master extends an invitation, it's only proper for the Preceptors to attend.
As the newly appointed Cauldron Master, there's been much to take care of within the Alchemy Commission. It's only now that I've had the chance to speak with you. Please forgive the delay, Elder. I sent over some evidence regarding the prison break in the Shackling Prison. I trust you've already looked it over.
Yes. You sent us the remains of Mara-struck soldiers, a map of the Shackling Prison, and a semblance reversion essence pill.
These are the remains of assassins who used Cloud Hymn magic to conceal their tracks. They aided in the Borisons' escape, allowing them unimpeded passage through the Shackling Prison. That marked-up map is a map of prisoners' escape routes. Vidyadhara craftsmen once made blueprints for the prison's construction, so I imagine, Mr. Tauron, you have a similar map in your possession. This pill.
Is semblance reversion essence. Indeed. I helped plot the prison break in the Shackling Prison.
So, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus joining forces with the Lord Ravager to stir up trouble in the Alchemy Commission, the introduction of the Stellaron, and the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection all have something to do with the Vidyadhara.
That's right. Are you surprised? After all, both of you were sent here by the Seat of Divine Foresight as messengers to hear my confession, weren't you? Ever since the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, the population of the Vidyadhara has dwindled. With the High Elder exiled, a few of us preceptors had to do what we could to turn the tide. My methods might have been drastic, perhaps even incomprehensible. But it was all for one cause. The survival of the Vidyadhara. Yet, the Xianzhou natives zealously forbid any plague marks, and did nothing while the Vidyadhara suffered. Dan Heng, Lingsha, as Vidyadhara, you should understand the desperation behind my actions. All I've tried to do is to ensure our survival.
I'm well aware of the challenges the Vidyadhara face. Fighting for survival isn't a sin. But Elder, your actions have gone beyond mere survival. You've become a beast driven solely by the propagation, devoid of even a hint of empathy.
Oh. Despite calling ourselves a noble draconic bloodline, at our core, we're merely bipedal beasts. The survival of our kind is paramount. If I hadn't resorted to beastly actions, the Vidyadhara might not even exist. The sages show no mercy, as the old wisdom goes. When the High Elder abandoned our people's survival, I had to shoulder the world's sins alone. Lingsha, Dan Heng, the past is behind us, but the future of the Vidyadhara still lies within your grasp. The situation on the Xianzhou Luofu has changed rapidly. As Vidyadhara, we must unite in purpose and avoid the mistakes of the previous Imbibitor Lunae.
I was initially skeptical about the Vidyadhara's betrayal of the Alliance. But after hearing your confession, I realized that there is no point in talking about trust. Breaking the covenant of our alliance will bring war upon the Vidyadhara. Even if we are able to have offspring again, what difference will it make?
Once my plan succeeds, the Alliance will see the Vidyadhara as their saviors, because both parties ultimately share the same interests.
So now that survival won't convince us, you want to talk about interests?
For 1,000 years, the Alliance has been engaged in brutal warfare against the denizens of abundance. Yet victory has remained beyond reach. Have you ever wondered why? Should the Alliance emerge victorious, they will inevitably become the next denizens of abundance. However, if they suffer defeat, the Alliance will face extinction. Thus, the Alliance has deceitfully upheld this precarious balance. However, I have a way to escape from this dilemma. The Alliance's path to salvation lies within the secret of dragon transmutation. Imagine if there were a way to transform other life forms into Vidyadhara. The Alliance would then possess an endless stream of soldiers and would not need to worry about casualties. Once the war ended, these soldiers would cease reproduction, eliminating concerns of overpopulation. This is the way to salvation for the Xianzhou Alliance. The ultimate path to end the universe's suffering under the Immortality Plague. Only we, the Vidyadhara, can achieve this.
So, you relied on this rhetoric to manipulate the ignorant members of the Vidyadhara into serving you. I am deeply disappointed in you, Elder. Your thoughts and intentions are completely devoid of empathy. Cloud Knights!
Hold it!
Miss Bailu!
Mr. Dan Heng and Sister Lingsha! Everyone's here?
You think I don't know why you're really here? Jing Yuan sent you here to test me, didn't he? According to the oath between the Alliance and the Vidyadhara, it's forbidden to spill Vidyadhara blood on their own territory. Are you all ready to violate this oath in the presence of the Luofu's High Elder?
Dragon Lady, there's no need to panic. Elder. The Vidyadhara's sacred grounds and the High Elder are not to be used as pawns in exchange for your life.
You talk a big game. As if you have the nation and the people's best interests at heart. But when it really matters, you use a small girl as your shield. It's ridiculously pitiful.
I've said it before. Survival is never a sin. We are all Vidyadhara, so you should understand my intentions. And as a Vidyadhara, I will leave for you a dignified solution. Leave the Scale Gorge waterscape immediately, and appeal to the top echelons of the Alliance. Let the 6 charioteers hold a trial, and sentence me to exuviation and rebirth.
I see right through your plans, Mr. Tauron. Vidyadhara Rebirth erases past crimes, but I'm well aware of the Preceptor's dirty tricks during Rebirth. You might not be you, but you will still be you. I won't forgive myself for past sins under the pretext of knowing nothing, nor will I allow you to evade accountability.
Dan Heng, I've always disliked your inability to see the bigger picture. Rebirth hasn't changed you one bit.
Miss Bailu, as High Elder of the Lawfu Vidyadhara, please share your thoughts at this moment.
I don't want to stay here. I'm tired of being pushed around. I'm not some puppet to be controlled. Please, take me away with you.
I understand. As the oath dictates, members of the Alliance are forbidden from harming Vidyadhara here. But I've long since severed ties with the Alliance. Right now, I'm simply a nameless, free to come and go as I please. The oath of the Xianzhou means nothing to the spear in my hand.
Get them! Do whatever it takes! Make sure they don't leave here alive. Forever.
Both body and mind must be pure. Everything in this world is bleeding.
The fight is set. Savor it for me.
A miracle.
Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Dragon Lady, are you all right?
I'm fine. Thank you for rescuing me.
You actually came here in person?
Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to hear your lofty opinions. The public trial you seek with the 6 charioteers is inevitable. In addition, I'll write to the Sage Queller of the Feng Hu. With her hatred for evil, I'm sure she will make a just decision.
If it's her, she will earn the respect and assent of all the Vidyadhara on the Lawfu.
In terms of martial prowess, you indeed have the upper hand. But if you're under the impression that this advantage can be used to settle the score with us Preceptors, that's quite an overestimation. Given the Vidyadhara's foundation within the Alliance, do you really think you can do anything to us? As I mentioned, I'll take all the blame and become the scapegoat. With the secrets I possess, the interrogation alone will take an eternity. And in the end, through various exchanges of interest, I am certain to survive. You understand this better than anyone, as it's the very art of trade-offs you love to wield. Lastly, a word of caution to you. I heard that Hule has escaped from prison and is headed directly for the Sky Splitter. The bloodshed at the war dance is bound to be gruesome. Perhaps, even before my trial, your impeachment will have you in dire straits first.
Regrettably, Mr. Tauron, the Sky Splitter only hosted Cloud Knights today. No audience. And just moments ago, Hule was executed by the Cloud Knights.
Miss March! My dear Miss March! I was only in the bathroom for a little bit, and you've already arranged my death? Hey, can't you play some normal games with Dragon Lady? Are you amused? All right, enough playing. It's time to visit my masters.
The infirmary is right over there. You can go by yourselves. Oh, come back and visit me when you have time.
Next time, let's not play overly realistic make-believe with this doofus, okay?
Well, there's not much I could do. General Fei Xiao didn't really give me any chance to shine during this wolf hunt operation. If I had been in the ring, I could have knocked down 10 Huleis with just one strike.
You sound exactly like Master Yanqing. But for now, both he and Yun Li have been forced to go to the Alchemy Commission for some well-needed rest. I'm the least accomplished in swordplay, but I came out unscathed. I really ought to thank my masters for taking all the blows on my behalf.
Look who's here. The beloved Trailblazer and the charming March 7th. You came to the Alchemy Commission today. Oh, I get it. You are here with March to visit her masters, aren't you?
Exactly. How are my masters doing at the moment?
Unfortunately, only one master is here. I'm doing fine. I'm just following the doctor's advice. Miss Bailu said I could take a stroll, so here I am. Your Master Yanqing wasn't as lucky. He's probably still in bed. Considering the intense battle with Hule, and then with General Fei Xiao, the rigorous sparring session with her, his small body couldn't take it anymore.
Master Yun Li, didn't you also engage in combat?
The little babies from the Luofu just don't have the resilience that us kids from the Zhuming have.
I heard from Moza about the tough battle against the wolf troopers. You fought alongside Moza. Did you get hurt?
I heard a few versions of the story from the Cloud Knights who were there. The number of wolf troopers went from a few dozen to thousands. And the number keeps rising. It's becoming more absurd by the minute.
Yunli, go and lie down.
Got it, Lingsha.
What about that smiley fox healer? And the guy with the hood?
Thank goodness you and the others found Yaocho. He lost a lot of blood and needs to rest properly. He and Maoza are seriously wounded. I've had to forcibly confine them to the Alchemy Commission. All 3 from the Yaoqing are critically injured. But fortunately, the Xianzhou Laofu has a miraculous healer lady. It's a silver lining in this misfortune.
It looks like the entire delegation from the Xianzhou Yaoqing is gathered at the Alchemy Commission. Why don't we go see General Fei Xiao and bring her some fruit?
I would normally say no, because they need to rest. But alas, what can you do when the 2 of them have a leader who is just as restless? General Fei Xiao just slipped out of the recovery room. She thinks she's so sneaky, but I know everything that happens in the Alchemy Commission. If you're looking to meet her, the Lunarescent Depths might be your best bet. I spotted her heading that way earlier.
The sound of those footsteps. They must belong to General Fei Xiao. Out and about, despite the doctor's orders.
What a coincidence. Someone else who refuses to listen to the doctor's orders.
Well, being a doctor myself, I don't think my knowledge of my own body is inferior to the Dragon Lady's.
The healer does not heal himself. Don't try to act tough in front of me. I'm sorry, Yaocho. I didn't expect you to use poison that way. What a miscalculation. If only I'd found you sooner. If only I hadn't sent you to the shackling prison.
The way you're speaking, is this really the Fei Xiao I know? Or could it be a Borisin assassin, imitating your voice to take my life?
Yaocho, your eyes. You can't see anymore, can you?
I can still clearly hear the sound of the waves. That's enough for me. Don't blame yourself. You know what I'm more concerned about? Has your body had any changes since you swallowed the Crimson Moon?
I'm not sure. There don't appear to be any changes. However, the many doubts that once plagued me have dissipated.
I never thought I'd live to hear you discuss your health again. But thanks to Moza and that child, the price I've paid seems trivial compared to what we've achieved. I hold no grievances, Fei Xiao. I am content.
I don't know how to offer words of comfort, nor do I know much about curing others' ailments. I am just a warrior, so my pledge to you is simple.
An eye for an eye.
So you were here too.
In this vast universe, there's bound to be someone who can heal your eyes. I'll find them. But until then...
The threat behind all this chaos needs to be dealt with. You must already have some ideas. Let them out.
The resurgence of the Sanctus Medicus and the gathering of the Borisin are merely distractions orchestrated by an unseen force meant to divide the Alliance's attention. Unfortunately, they picked the wrong fight this time. Once we return to the Yaoqing, I'll personally lead the Verdant Knights into battle. I vow to take down a Lord Ravager and teach the Ruined Legion the true meaning of the hunt.
I knew it. You've always been so impatient.
I apologize for my tardiness once again. The Alchemy Commission detained me for some time for a health examination. They released me only after ensuring I was in good condition.
General, seeing you safe and sound puts our minds at ease. Hulei's escape caused significant upheaval and forced the war dance to be put on hold. A truly unforeseen disaster. Fortunately, the younger generation showed their valor. They bravely tackled the crisis, putting an end to the disaster and providing a glimmer of hope in a dire situation.
Before Master Diviner Fu Xuan's departure for the Yutre, I consulted with her about the war dance. She left a note stating, "The hexagram oscillates between thunder and heaven, a sign of great power, assuring us that we would successfully navigate any challenges." She advised me to trust the younger generation's abilities and let them lead. Her predictions, it appears, have come true. It's just... the Xianzhou Luofu's long-standing duty of keeping Hulei imprisoned ended with his death on the Sky Splitter. This event is likely to bring much criticism from the Alliance's upper ranks.
However, Hulei's demise might actually be a blessing in disguise. Broadcasting this news could derail the Borisin's resurgence and quash the ambitions of those who wish to take advantage of his return. Hand over Hulei's remains to the Xianzhou Yaoqing, and I'll handle the explanations to the Alliance. But what about the war dance? While the Wolf Hunt mission was a success, the events on the Sky Splitter remain a secret. However, the news of the Borisin's attacks on the streets will spread like wildfire.
The war dance was interrupted, so it must be reconvened. As for the people who witnessed the attacks, beyond placating them, we also need to show them the Xianzhou Cloud Knights' fearless dedication. On the war dance's opening day, Rogue Borisin attempted to stir up panic, but was swiftly neutralized by the Merlin's Claw and the Cloud Knights. A genuine tale of heroism that will captivate and calm the public.
As Elder Huaiyan suggests, the Luofu will do its best to heal the wounded and compensate those who were affected. We aim to reopen the war dance in the coming weeks.
This settles the immediate concerns on the Luofu, but my thoughts linger on the orchestrator behind these events. From the onset of the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, the Xianzhou Luofu has experienced numerous disturbances, directly linked to the Lord Ravager Phantelia.
Her attempt to infiltrate the Xianzhou with the Borisin and sway the Luofu preceptors to join the Sanctus Medicus' insurrection was unsuccessful. But I have a feeling that she is indifferent to the success of her plans.
Rather than outright victory, Phantelia's motives seem to lie in breeding discord and chaos among allies. Should the Alliance fail to mend these rifts, it risks disintegrating into a pile of sand.
The goal of the Xianzhou Alliance has not changed for thousands of years. Perhaps we should point the weapon in our hand toward this new adversary. I plan to bring this matter before the Marshal following the war dance.
With Elder Huayan's insight, one wonders how the Marshal will react.
It's clear we're engaged in a game of chess not seen in thousands of Amber eras. A game where even the strategists become pawns in battle, where the stakes are as high as the fates of countless stars in the sky. Predicting the Marshal's decision is beyond me, yet she's well aware of our concerns. She has tasked General Yao Guang with performing extrapolations day and night to gauge the situation comprehensively. We gathered today not just to tackle the Luofu's predicaments, but also to address a matter requiring our collective presence. Yao Guang has sent a message from the Xianzhou Yuchui, informing us that she wishes to share the results of recent calculations she made within the Matrix. Jing Yuan, I'd like to borrow the seat of Divine Foresight's chessboard for this purpose.
Hello, everyone. It's been a long time. Over 3 decades have passed since we last convened. And I've dearly missed each of you generals during this time.
Was the Seer strategist thinking of us, or thinking of the fates we're destined for?
The Merlin's Claw. As blunt as always. Though, not everyone's cup of tea, huh? You once told Jing Yuan, "You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the Seer strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly." I'm intrigued. Did the conversation really come to pass?
I've never heard anyone mention that the Decalite reflection barrier could eavesdrop on even the quietest whispers. It appears that the Marshal sent not just 2 generals to the Luofu, but an uninvited 3rd guest as well.
People have been saying that Mr. Jing Yuan's intellect shines as brightly as the Seer strategist's. With the Luofu caught in such strife, the Yuchui couldn't just stand by and watch.
Seer strategist, our time with the Yellow Bell is limited. Let's get straight to the point.
Alright. Thanks to Mr. Jing Yuan, the interrogation of the 2 prisoners on the Yuchui has concluded. Mr. Jing Yuan's speculations were correct. Of the crimes they confessed to, planting a Stellaron on the Luofu was a complete fabrication meant to mislead. Their real aim was to secure a meeting with the Marshal to present their Godslayer protocol, a strategy they firmly believe in.
And what was this grand strategy proposed by Jing Liu and that traveler?
The narrative they painted was vast and difficult to put into words. It all revolves around the coffin of the blonde traveler. To be precise, it's the remnants of the propagation.
The remains of the Swarm Author?
More accurately, it's a fragment of the Divine Body. In the future they depicted, this fragment serves as the final nail, sealing the fate of the Plague's author and securing its doom. Before reaching that point, battling the gods necessitates a larger alliance. Hence, they sought out an ally for the Xianzhou. I assume you've all heard of the famed Genius Society member number 81, Ron Mei, haven't you? The Eye of the Yuchui has just seen this uninvited guest arrive on the Xianzhou Luofu. 3, 2, 1. Right on time. Now, as for the best way to receive our distinguished guest, I'll leave that in your capable hands.
Do you remember your name?
My name is Ting Yun. I serve as an ambassador of the Whistling Flames Merchant Guild on Xianzhou Luofu.
A rare opportunity. Let's check out the backstage of the Sky Splitter. Maybe there's something exciting going on backstage that you won't be able to see from the spectator seats.
Why did you want to participate in the war dance?
Because I was qualified to participate?
Isn't that Luca? Why is he here on the Luofu? Luca! Didn't expect to see you here.
Trailblazer? Why are you here? What a coincidence! I'm here to compete! Though I really doubt I've got any chance at winning.
Are you a friend of Mr. Lucas? Allow me to introduce myself. I am an Interastral Peace Entertainment journalist in training, Carmela. I was supposed to follow Mr. Albert to cover the war dance together, but he's got a million things to attend to. So, the tasks of interviewing the popular contenders and producing the special program fell on my shoulders. Oh, these are huge responsibilities. I've been interning for so many years. If I screw this up, I doubt I'll ever get the chance at a full-time role.
Ooh, the IPC sure is harsh.
It'll be fine. It's just my boss trying to mentor me. As long as I get some shots that'll shock and awe, I'm sure I'll be able to clinch a full-time job this year. I can sense the potential of a juicy program just through Luca alone.
Really? I'm not so sure about that. Why did I choose to participate in the war dance? It's a long story. You two, let's take a walk. I can tell you all about why I'm here on the way. Nat, How long do I have left?
Not long, Luca. Best brace yourself.
Is there anything else I can do?
You're already at this stage. Just eat whatever you like.
That won't do! I can't be gorging on garbage at this pivotal moment! It'll ruin my energy levels!
I know. You can't wait to join the finals of the Belobog representative qualifiers. But Gepard isn't a pushover either.
I've been hard at work studying how Mr. Gepard moves. Just wait and see. I'll defeat Mr. Gepard and be the first Belobog fighter in 700 years to qualify for a competition in space.
Next up, with the Supreme Guardian and Belobog's people as witnesses, let us now unveil the curtain to a historical final. Silvermane Captain Gepard Landau will face off against the Volterrorville warrior, Luca Strongarm! Both contenders, step onto the stage, please.
Luca, you've always had this bad habit of taking a hit to exploit a weakness, but Gepard's much stronger than you. So remember, stay away from his punches.
Master, you've been telling me that the entire trip. My ears are about to fall off.
Fine, enough prattle. But don't let the need to win weigh too heavily on you either. Even if you don't make it to that Xianzhou Luofu, you've made it to the final to fight against Gepard. That's enough to make anyone proud.
That won't do! Luca promised Hook that he has to win the final and take Hook up there to see the stars beyond.
You sure got some daydreams on you, little one.
Don't worry, Master Oleg and Pitch Dark Hook the Great. I'll win this for sure. Mr. Gepard, I've always been hoping to fight you. There's no one in the overworld more worth challenging than you.
I'm honored. I've also been raring to witness the strength of the legendary Luca Strongarm.
I'm not great at conversation, so it's a good thing we're both warriors. We don't have to use words to understand each other.
Well said, Luca. Let your determined desire for victory speak through your fists.
Is that all you got?
Our position is solid.
Don't get cocky.
In the name of preservation! Resistance is futile!
Step out of it. Let's see some sparks fly!
This ends here!
I've lost. Mr. Gepard, you were better than me.
Luca, there wasn't ever any doubt in your technique and strength. But you were too concerned with winning. And that prevented you from unleashing your utmost.
Then what am I doing here, if not to attain victory?
That's a question you need to ask yourself. From my experience, a person's inner voices make far too much noise, especially so during safe and quiet moments. Ironically, the voices that truly matter often become audible only in moments of pain, discomfort, and peril. When perhaps you leave your cozy hometown and head to the unfamiliar Luofu, you will find your answer.
Hold on. When I reached the Luofu? But you won.
Truth be told,
I can't just drop my work and leave Belobog. My reason for coming to this martial tournament was to verify if you were good enough to contend against competitors from other worlds. And now I see you're good enough. You're younger and more upbeat than I am. A far more appropriate image for Belobog. Don't forget that the reason we're participating in the War Dance is also to promote Eurilo 6 to the rest of the cosmos. Luca, I'm entrusting the chance of attending the War Dance on the Xianzhou Luofu to you.
Mr. Gepard, please, don't pity me. Chances must be earned fairly through our own strength.
You are mistaken, Luca. It is not pity. I am lending you this victory, and you will repay me by winning the War Dance.
I hereby announce that the contender who has earned the right to represent Belobog in the War Dance is Luca!
Understood, Mr. Gepard.
Chin up. Let's go. We should head to Klopov Fort and meet with the Supreme Guardian.
Hello, Luca.
Lady Bronya! Hi? Sorry, I grew up in the underworld, so I'm not versed in etiquette of any sort.
No need for formalities. You probably know nothing about the Luofu. The place you're heading to, correct? Let us take this opportunity to discuss it.
I've always been a little curious. Though Eurilo 6 has restored contact with the outside worlds, we've always just been communicating with the IPC. Why are we suddenly participating in this fighters tournament in this Luofu place?
Not long ago, Belobog's interstellar comm space resumed operations. A month ago, we received an invitation with a highly distorted signal. The Xianzhou Luofu cordially invites Eurilo 6's warriors to join the War Dance.
We've just resumed outside contact, and the way the IPC describes it, the cosmos has long forgotten us. Why would the Xianzhou so eagerly send an invitation to a city that has been buried in time?
My guess is that it's because we had communications with many worlds before the Eternal Freeze. Luca, have you heard of the story of Igor Haft?
Oh, you mean the legendary warrior? Of course I have! I'll never tire of the story where he led the 8th Iron Legion and engaged in a furious battle against invaders from beyond the sky!
That's him! When the Eternal Freeze subsided, Lynx took the opportunity to explore the ruins of the ancient city of Maslenitsa. A few months ago, she found a lone grave outside the public graveyard. The grave had no body, just a robot arm and a cracked pendant with an embedded gemstone. An IPC worker said that the arm was tech from the old world. As for the stone, it's a Xianzhou implement called a Jade Abacus.
Oh, I've heard about that. Miss Lynx thinks it's Igor's grave.
That's right. The epitaph on the tombstone confirms that hypothesis. The fighter Igor Haft once left Eurilo 6 before the invasion, and then he returned home to join the resistance against the aggressors. No one knows what he did after he left Eurilo 6, and why he decided to come back.
Maybe Igor had been to the Xianzhou? That's why they sent us an invitation?
Maybe Igor even attended the War Dance. The Xianzhou people have long lives, so it wouldn't be something that happened long ago for them.
Long story short, regardless of why the Xianzhou Alliance invited us, joining this War Dance is of august meaning to Belobog. It symbolizes a chance to introduce ourselves to the cosmos once again. A heroic kingdom that survived both the Legion and the Eternal Freeze with tenacity. Also, if we can leverage this opportunity to establish an amicable exchange with the Xianzhou Alliance, it may provide us with more bargaining power when dealing with the IPC.
Lady Bronya, I'm not well educated, so I don't really know such matters of grandiosity. All I know is that I must achieve glory for Belobog.
Well said. Oh, I almost forgot. Seele had other matters today and couldn't attend today's meeting, but she entrusted me to deliver a message. What's that dolt Gepard up to now? Luca, you better fight like your life is on the line. If you lose, I'll make sure you wish you were really dead.
The next day, I hitched a ride with an IPC transport vessel and arrived on the Xianzhou Luofu. The Supreme Guardian hopes that the younger generation can go out and see other worlds. So, she arranged for Lynx and Hook to accompany me. On account of the fact that the three of us know next to nothing about interacting with other cosmic civilizations, she even instructed Svarog to tag along and be our guide. I never thought that, while we were processing our entry papers at the Skyfaring Commission, we would run into another surprise.
We've double-checked. This invitation did indeed come from the Luofu, but after checking the stamp, this invitation was dated 400 years ago.
400 years ago? How is that possible? We just received this invite not too long ago.
We can assume that this invite was delayed in transmission and only reached us after the restoration of communications.
I'm afraid this Orumatan is right. You received an invitation that is 400 years late.
So, we weren't invited. Oh no. This trip has all been for nothing then. How am I going to explain this to Lady Bronya and Mr. Gepard? They have high hopes for me.
According to calculations, the thing that we should be considering first is not emotions, but if we are not invited guests, then we will be responsible for all costs incurred while staying here. Conclusion: we cannot afford it.
You all misunderstand. The Xianzhou Luofu is indeed hosting a martial arts competition called the War Dance. Whether you receive an invitation or not, anyone who wants to can register to compete in the War Dance. The sole distinction is that invited guests, upon qualifying through a test, get to partake in the prestigious Ringmaster's Challenge, facing off against the Xianzhou Luofu's Ringmaster. As for ordinary contestants, they will have to participate in knockout stages and rise through the ranks to reach the ultimate stage of the Ringmaster's Challenge.
To challenge the Luofu's Ringmaster? That's the ultimate goal for all the contestants?
That's right. Although you didn't receive an invitation, you can still participate in the War Dance. You'll definitely have a chance to win and gain honor.
But Mr. Svarog has a point. According to calculations, we can't afford this.
Money can't buy relationships. This invitation that's been delayed for 400 years must be a marvelous twist of fate. And since fate has brought you all here to the Luofu, we will not fail in our hospitality. Please, be assured that I will report this incident and ensure that the Belobog representative team receives the same accommodation and treatment as all other esteemed invited guests. However, Mr. Luca, you will still have to participate in all the knockout stages and work your way up to the final stage.
Really? At your expense?
The heart of the War Dance is all about celebrating martial arts and fostering friendships. My friends, how could we possibly allow you to fret over food and lodging?
Thank you, Miss Chikwe! I'll treasure this opportunity! And just like that, by the grace of Miss Chikwe, I didn't die before achieving success. I just learned this old Shinzo saying a few days ago. Now, I've successfully become a competing fighter in the war dance.
Luca, you are absolutely radiating with newsworthiness. I've decided to follow you and report on your progress throughout the competition.
If only everything were as smooth as when it started. If I had participated in the competition these past few days, I wouldn't be so anxious right now. It's been days since I've registered, but I haven't participated in a single match yet. Today's my first one. But forget about competing. I feel like I'm struggling with just normal, everyday life. I'm already halfway into the realm of needing help with daily activities. Why don't people accept shields? You can pay for things by just swiping a gemstone trinket? Why doesn't anyone look their age? I approached this girl with pointy ears to ask her for directions, and I called her little girl, and she got mad. She said she was over 340 years old. So now, I'm even afraid to talk to people. Oh, and meals. I'm really not used to the food on the Shinzo. Yesterday, I ate a bowl of chili oil beef offal stew for dinner, and today, I've been blowing up the toilet with my flaming rockets.
Ooh. I feel ya, Luca. I also can't get used to the food on the Xianzhou.
Miss Carmela, you can't get used to the food either?
Well, not exactly. It's because I'm an Intellitron.
Huh.
Sorry. Please, continue.
Anyways, this is the first time in my life I've felt so useless. I can't even do something as trivial as asking for directions. Thank you for comforting me. Actually, I did do some mental preparations. It's my first time going out to the world, but I didn't expect it to be so overwhelming that I can't keep my footing.
Where are your Belabogian buddies?
Lynx went on an archaeological escapade. She wants to try to learn about Igor's history before he returned to Eurylo 6 with that gemmed pendant. Oh, Svarog took Hook out to play. He's really good with kids. I'm so irate, and I'm about to start my first match. I'm in worse shape than ever. The next opponents are several Cloud Knights. Oh, they're like the Silvermane here. Oh, why am I explaining this to you? You should know better than me. I'm the only one who doesn't know anything.
Why not check out who your first opponent is before the competition starts? It's better than wallowing here, as it'll just make you more anxious.
Thanks for talking to me and cheering me up. Sure, I'll head off and meet my first opponent.
Luca has regained his energy. Full health revive, oh yeah!
Oh, look! Those are my opponents for my first match. Isn't that Sushang?
Huh? You know her?
Are you here to watch our match?
This is our next opponent, Luca.
Hello, everyone. I'm Luca, and I come from Belobog. I'll be exchanging fists with you guys in the ring. I hope we'll be able to take this chance to become friends.
Belobog. Oh, I think Little Gui mentioned it before, but I can't seem to remember. What kind of place is it? Oh, wow. I can't imagine that. I'm sorry. The Xianzhou Yaoqing doesn't have much artificial snow.
It's okay if you haven't heard of us. I'll make sure the whole cosmos remembers Belobog's name with my fists.
In that case, I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Oh, Sushang used an idiom!
I'm the journalist who's reporting on Luca. It's fine. Just chat like you always do and ignore me. I'm just snapping shots for material.
Are you here to join the tournament with Mr. Luca? Could Luca be the fighter that you've been training?
The iron arm on this red-haired boy looks like it's got power. Definitely capable of taking down a kid with one punch at a time.
But we're not kids. The Cloud Knight's tactical creed is to complement one another and overwhelm with numbers!
That's called a united front. Got it?
My strategy... sorry. It's my first time participating in the war dance. I'm the only one in my team, so I don't have any strategy to speak of.
It appears our otherworldly friend requires some enlightenment. How about this? The match is starting in an hour. I'll give you some real-life tactical pointers in the ring.
Sleepy Sushang, that's over the line! You were supposed to be our coach when we invited you here. How could you run off to the opponent's corner?
It's just... our friend from afar requires some assistance, that's all. Don't we Cloud Knights also earnestly help out and provide direction to the travelers we encounter on our daily patrols?
It'll be your fault if we lose.
Enough chit-chat, get back to your prep.
I appreciate it. Thank you, new friend, whose age I won't try to estimate. We're heading back to the lounge.
See you in the ring!
So... the coach of my opponent for my first match is going to give me tactical advice in the ring? I am bewildered by the Shenzhou people's hospitality. What a kind-hearted person.
This is your first match, Luca. You're bound to win.
Luca, you're gonna be fine. You're the boxing champion of Belobog. The Cloud Knights, aren't they just the Silvermane guards? I'm pretty confident of my odds against them. Except Mr. Gepard. Luca, you're the best. You're not gonna lose. Go get him!
Luca, ready for your first match?
I think more or less, maybe, perhaps, I'm ready.
Luca, have more confidence in yourself.
Your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm your good buddy Albert, Welcome everyone to the War Dances Knockout Stage, brought to you live. Representing the two corners of this match, we have the Lofus Cloud Knights, Lil Gwei Support Association. And representing the city of Belobog, Luca Strongarm. Between these two groups of contenders, who will emerge victorious? We wait with bated breath.
Come at us, Mr. Luca. My team will show you the prowess of the Cloud Knights formation. Nope, I'm not about to suffer in pain. It's much easier being a coach. Of course, being a spectator is the easiest. Lil Gwei's up there in the stands right now, watching us duke it out from her vantage point. Oh, she's such a baddie.
Hear that, everyone? Lil Gwei is somewhere in the audience watching us. Brothers, we mustn't disappoint our Lil Gwei!
Woohoo! For Lil Gwei, we will emerge victorious!
If I lose, those people dear to me will be disappointed too. Looks like we have to give it our all.
If the Cloud Knights fail, Lil Gwei will be disappointed. If the Cloud Knights win, our friends from Belobog will be disappointed. No matter the ending, disappointment inevitably awaits one party. Oh, welcome to the cruel world of competition.
For Lil Gwei, Forma!
Let me remind you, on the War Dance stage, the atmosphere of the spectators is very important. Show off your flashy moves and make the audience cheer for you.
Do we still have the upper hand?
Unscathed. Opponent damage.
Brothers and sisters, it's time for us to show off our stuff.
Luca seems to be struggling to land a counter. What is Luca going to do?
Network activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Turn it up! Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it!
Unscathed. That's better.
Ready to jam.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Ready to jam.
Luca deflects the Cloud Knights attack and turns the tide of the bat.
Unscathed. Caught in the web.
The opponent strikes again. How will Luca react?
Where's the applause? Let's see some sparks fly!
Let's rock!
Unscathed.
Keep patching me up. The punches decide.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Step out of it.
Component damage. Wheel of calm. Suppress.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it! Pretty good crowd today.
Unscathed. Naughty child. That's better.
Keep patching me up.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Keep patching me up.
Ready for another?
Small fry.
This song's for you. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Turn it up. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it. Unscathed. Thanks for the support.
Luca has just opened a place with excitement. Everyone is screaming for Luca.
Where's the applause? Let's see some sparks fly!
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it. Brothers and sisters, get it together. Lil Wei is watching.
Why is there a fragmentum creation? Am I hallucinating?
Just decide.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Ready to jam. Sagacious discernment. Keep up. Ready for another?
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Hillary of time.
Luca isn't able to deflect the Cloud Knight's attack. He's been down once again. The opponent is not leaving any openings for Luca.
That's it. Come, let's steal the winning blow. Don't give him another chance.
Looks like Little Gwei Support Association is ready to end this match once and for all.
No. How can it be?
Luca's been knocked down. Rise again.
Hey, coach! Don't just stand there staring.
Then, should I go up there myself and defeat you guys for him?
Ugh, of course not. Come, let me show you how it's done.
That's better.
Ready to jam.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Keep patching me up. Where's the applause? Let's see some sparks fly!
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music conquers all. Enemy targets detected. Ready for another?
Time for a shot.
Fisher. Sagacious discernment. Mensing support. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Turn it up! Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it!
Where's the applause? Let's see some sparks fly!
We have the upper hand. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it!
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks for the support.
And the winner is Luca Strongon! Who would have thought a rookie challenger like Luca would win? But how much further will he make it? Stay tuned!
Something feels off. What is happening to me? I feel a little strange. I just saw those Cloud Knights grow fangs and claws, like they were demons.
Hey, show a little sportsmanship. You've already won, so what's with the insults?
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. I just feel like everything I'm seeing is a hallucination.
Are you too stressed out? When I was younger, every time before the day of exams, it also seemed like my textbooks grew fangs and talons, as if they were demons.
Your situation is clearly different.
If you're too stressed out, how about a bottle of Sweet Dream Soda? This is the Cienjo version of Soul Glad, and it helps you sleep better too. Grab some Sweet Dream Soda. A sweetness that's bound to last. I was in charge of outsourcing Soulglad's ads during my 6th internship period. Some of it might have turned into a mechanical reflex.
I feel much better. I'm very sorry if I said anything rude just now. I really think those Cloud Knights are a cut above the rest.
Excessive compliments can seem disingenuous if overdone, pal. We're just your typical rank and file.
In terms of martial prowess, the average Cloud Knight appears to match even the most elite Silvermane squads.
Your praise is making me all confused now. Wait, could it be that we're actually pretty strong?
Those Cloud Knights said they were just ordinary soldiers. They were tough as heck, and yet they're just the Luofu's most ordinary fighters. Eurylo 6 has been isolated from the cosmos for so long that I'm clueless about things everyone else takes for granted. Forget strength. Even the gap in everyday knowledge isn't something I can get past overnight. But no matter how wide that gap is, I must wield my fists. I must fight, and I must win. Right now, Lady Bronya, Master Oleg, and Seele, all the people who stayed in Belobog are working day and night to keep it up and running. Mr. Gepard placed his faith in me, entrusted me with the chance to represent Belobog. I cannot disappoint him. Any of them. I must offer nothing less than victory. So, I would like to officially ask you to be my coach. Because you're strong, and you know plenty of strong people. When you were pretending to be my coach in the last match, you were a great help. I want to bridge the gap between myself and this world. Trailblazer, will you help me? Thank you, Coach! I'll do my best to keep up and train seriously.
Such a burning friendship. Don't do this to me, guys. My camera, it's getting wet. And the shot, it's getting blurry. Luca, I'll do everything I can to assist you. You'll both become the most legendary coach and fighter team there is. And I'll create a special feature that will finally bag me that permanent role.
Oh, man. Miss Carmela, why is your dream making me tear up too?
Enough about me. I'll brief you on the rules for the next match first.
dangerous thoughts. Resonate all together.
Bring it on!
Give an inch and they'll take a mile.
What are you looking at? Time to twirl! Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl! To my heart's content! I hope for an end to strife in the world.
All of you stand still.
Lose some, and win some.
There's no reasoning with you bunch anymore. Those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave.
Time to twirl! Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
I always deliver.
Honored to meet me.
Waiting in line for a bullet?
Tonight, souls shall embrace. Stars echo! Welcome to my world.
Let's duel!
What are you looking at?
Bend. In the rule.
Time to twirl! Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
We have a deal. There's no backing out now. For me or you. Who's the little...
Time to twirl!
Not a step back! Here stands the Silvermane God! Not a step back! Here stands the Silvermane God! Not a step back! Here stands the Silvermane God! Not a step back! Here stands the Silvermane God!
Come on, let's do this.
I will dispatch you.
There's no reasoning with you bunch anymore. Those with a loaded gun, those who dig their own grave.
Your end approaches. I failed to send you. Just give it up! Just give it up! I failed to send you. Savor it for me.
The strength. Heaven surge. Rise!
Follow my charge.
Not a step back.
Awaken dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
Here stands the Silvermane God. Not a step back. Here stands the Silvermane God.
Bring it on!
Just give it up! Failed to send you. Just give it up! Too little.
I sense a storm.
That paradise may be unreached. Savor it for me. Not a step back! Just give it up!
Time for... Show no mercy.
Failed to send you. Here stands the Silvermane God. Not a step back. Here stands the Silvermane God. Not a step back.
Waiting in line for a bullet.
After fighting in so many knockout stages, I think our points should be enough. Time to head to the Sky Splitter's leaderboard to confirm her ranking.
Looks like I've got enough points! How about it, coach? Let's get ready to challenge some powerful opponents! Okay! Time to get fired up! Let's head back to the lounge.
Already a few matches have gone by in the blink of an eye. Have you gotten used to the situation, Luca?
Yes. Yes, I have. But the hallucinations are getting stronger. Could there actually be something wrong with me? Can culture shock really cause such strong hallucinations?
It's possible. There was a scholar from the Intelligentsia Guild who wished for an audience with the erudition, no matter the cost. But he went mad the instant he laid eyes on Noose. Ooh, the minds of organic life forms are very fragile.
You're starting to scare me now. Good thing I've got plenty of youth left to burn. I can't falter now. The next match is gonna be crucial. And my opponent is... I guess you can call her an old acquaintance. Never met her in the flesh, but who in Belobog wouldn't know of her?
Oh, Miss Topaz is the cutest among the 10 stone hearts. Oh, I like her.
No offense, Miss Carmela, but I'm not keen on the IPC. They nearly turned my home into an asset that could be bundled and sold.
Mr. Luca, the IPC is a megacorp. It's easy to pin labels on people, but at the end of it, everyone we meet is living flesh and bones, with feelings. I'm also an IPC staff member. Do you hate me too?
I spoke out of turn. Please forgive my rudeness, Miss Carmela. You're right. You're right. I should find out what kind of person Topaz is for myself.